Hey guys, it's Justin. Quick note here, make sure to pause the video to find the breaking points that I use, and then also I will be releasing a video later this week on brake bias, so if you want to see that, make sure to subscribe and like this video to help me out.
$19.614. $14.071.
Alright, so let's take a look at this lap. Due to a couple requests last time, I got a slow-mo version of this lap, and I'm still going to be able to draw on it, so it should work out a little better to get a grip of things. So this is here on the out lap. So I'm going to do the same thing about generating momentum, but on a short track like this, you really just want to park the car and have a straight line off of the corner. So notice right here in the corner, you can't even see the orange on my wheel. You can't, it's out of frame pretty much. But by the time that I'm exiting the corner, I want my wheel almost as straight as possible. I've had some setups where I could even have this part up here, and that would be ideal, but this is good enough. And the next thing we're going to look at is the entry into turn 1. So I did some testing with dive bombing the corner, but what I found the best was using the 65% brake bias to help rotate the car and almost make a bit of a late arc. So see how I'm not entering quite on the yellow line. So sometimes I do these lines where I want to really cut the corner. I even tried a little bit of weird stuff with cutting the apron itself, but that didn't work too well in 1 and 2, but you'll see in 3 and 4. So what I did was I tried to keep it low so I don't lose a lot of time, so around this line or so, a little bit inside of this white dotted line. But then get the car to rotate, be right on the yellow line. So once you're about halfway in the corner, you just want to wrap this yellow line. Just wrap it all the way around. And then once you're exiting the corner, I'm able to get to full throttle here, but that's not always the case, especially in the race. Sometimes you'll just have to listen to your rear tires, make sure they're engaging, and just give it as much throttle as it can handle. And we'll see, we just finished the corner here, carrying a good amount of speed. And now we're going to enter 3 here. So this is going to be a little bit different. Look at this in slow motion. I just barely get my lefts on that apron. Let's take a look at that again, and I gain a ton of time doing it. And obviously you're going to have to give some back. But take a look here. So at this point, my left tire is about right here on the apron. So then I just use that for a little bit of extra rotation. And I cut the corner almost a little bit, and I get 0.08 up. But because of that, on a normal line, my car will be pointed a little more this way. Here I'm pointed this way. So I gotta slow down a little bit or not gas up as quickly and get the car off the corner. I'm still full throttle here. It gets a little loose, but I actually am able to get a lot of time there because of that little corner cut on the apron, just a little bit. Let's take a look at it one more time here. So I get off of the throttle onto the brake and drag it. I just hook that apron the tiniest amount, and you're able to gas it up. Now, it's not necessary at all to hook the apron. You can do a similar line in 3 and 4 that I did in 1 and 2. But the reason that I'm taking advantage of this in 3 and 4 is because we're only going half the straightaway back to the finish line. And when we're only going half of the smallest straightaway that you'll ever see, corner exit speed does not matter a heck of a lot, especially when it's really hard to engage the rear tires on some of the situations in 3 and 4. So thanks for watching. Stay on the lookout. I have a guide that I'm going to post sometime this week on brake bias, aimed towards beginners, but hopefully everybody can find something helpful out of it. And then I'll keep doing these Arca guides, except I think there's a road course in a couple weeks. I'm useless on those. But anyways, I'll see you all on the track.